Uncovering passions. Expressing why you love what you love. Hello, language enthusiasts. Welcome back to our conversational English series. In today's episode, we are going to explore discussing personal interests and passions. We will delve into the all-important aspect of conversation, how to explain why we enjoy our particular hobbies and interests. After all, being able to share our passions is a fantastic way to connect with others and enrich our conversations. Before we can express why we love our interests, we must first be able to identify them. Interests are activities or topics we find intriguing, enjoyable, or fulfilling. For some, this could be painting, playing a sport, reading books, or cooking. Spend a moment and think about what activities make you happy or curious. Example sentences. 1. One of my favorite hobbies is photography. 2. I love spending time gardening. 3. Cooking is a passion of mine. After identifying our interests, it's time to explain why we love them. This requires some introspection. Ask yourself, what about this activity sparks joy or satisfaction? Is it the process, the outcome, the challenges, the learning, or something else? When explaining this in conversation, it's helpful to start with phrases like 1. I love interest because 2. What I find fascinating about interest is 3. Interest gives me a sense of. To make your explanation more interesting and engaging, it's a good idea to support your statements with personal stories or examples. Not only does this give more depth to your explanation, but it also makes the conversation more memorable. Example sentences. 1. I love photography because it allows me to capture moments. Last year, I took a photo of a sunset that was just breathtaking. Every time I look at it, I'm reminded of that peaceful evening. 2. What I find fascinating about gardening is watching the transformation. I remember when I first planted tomatoes in my backyard and seeing them grow from tiny seeds into ripe, juicy tomatoes was an amazing experience. Finally, good conversation is a two-way street. After sharing your interest, encourage the other person to share theirs. This builds mutual understanding and creates a stronger bond. You can use phrases like 1. What about you? What do you love doing in your free time? 2. Do you have any hobbies or passions you'd like to share? And that wraps up our discussion on how to explain why you love your interests. With this guide, you should be able to express your passions and engage others in meaningful conversations about shared or differing hobbies. Remember, the goal is not just to talk about your interest, but to also learn from others and establish connections. Until next time, keep practicing, and happy language learning.